Hey everyone, this is Mike, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can play on the new Russian open beta for Lost Ark Online. I'll also be giving away 20 keys of 7-day access to NoPing at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Now, for those that don't know what Lost Ark Online is, it's basically kind of like a Diablo-style MMO game. I've been hyped for it for years, ever since they first showed their trailer. And I've played a bit on the Korean server as well, but the Korean server had the problem that I have very high ping to it, like 300 to 400 ping, so it's really laggy to play for me, which especially in the end game is not a good thing. And then second of all, a lot of people weren't able to play in the Korean servers because you do need a Korean phone number in order to access those servers. Now, with Lost Ark moving to the Russian server, it's probably going to come to the West in the future as well, but we haven't heard any news of that yet. But for now you can play on the Russian server without needing a Russian phone number or the social security number, that kind of stuff. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can play on those Russian servers, and then I'll show you some gameplay in the end as well. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to make a mail.ru account. Now, to make this account, I'd recommend you go to the mail.ru website, because if you want to try and sign up via the Lost Ark website, and you're using Google Translate to see what you need to fill in where, it can get a little bit buggy. So just go to the mail.ru website. I'll leave a link to everything that you need in the comment section as well, by the way. So if you don't know where the links are, they're in the comments, so you can check them out there. But yeah, so make a mail.ru account. You will need a phone number for this, but it doesn't matter if it's a Russian phone number, a UK phone number, France, whatever. Doesn't matter as long as it's a phone number that you can receive a message on, because they will send you a confirmation code that you will need to put in to activate your account. Now, once you've got your mail.ru account, you can go to the lostark.mail.ru website, also link in the description. Now, of course, this is all in Russian, but what you can do is just translate it to English, and I'll click this way, and it translates pretty much the whole website. Now, on the top right, you can see enter or register. If you've made your mail.ru account, you can just click sign in with mail.ru. I'm going to blur this out, of course, and then just log in. Then again, translate back to English, and now you can have this button right here, download a game. So just click on this, and then it will download the game for you. Now, of course, I've already downloaded it, so it's automatically going to open up the launcher for me. Everything that you've done on the website is now done here. So what you then have to do is on this launcher right here, you just install Lost Ark. Now, of course, I've already installed mine. You can see that it's not available in my region, but we'll get around to this in just a second. But basically, download this Lost Ark patch, whatever, install it in a place where you can find it again, relatively easy as well, because you will need to go back to the game files to change something as well. Now, once the game has been downloaded, you can just close out of the launcher. Of course, you can check it down here as well. Make sure that you exit the launcher. And then we're going to go and change some files. So if we go to the run command, which is Windows key R, we press OK, we go into our app data folder. Of course, as you can see, I also put in app data here. You need to put that in there as well. Then we go to local, we scroll down a bit to Game Center, and then we scroll down a bit again to gamecenter.ini. Now, when we open this up, you get a bunch of stuff you don't really have to care about too much here. All you care about is that you have app region set at 188. This should be set at 188 at the default. And you also want to input this lang equals en. If you don't have this line in here, you can just add it in here between my com mode and game install path. Then save the program, or like save the file, close it. And then you want to go into properties of the file and put it to read only. Now, I've already done this when I edited it. So just put it read only, apply, and then OK. Then, if we go back to the Lost Ark launcher now, this should show in English now. So this should already have fixed most of your stuff so that you can now see like all of the stuff. And now as well, like if you're down here, it'll show this menu in English as well. So it's pretty useful if you don't know how to speak Russian like I do, because I don't know how to speak Russian either. Now, going from here, there's two new programs that we'll need to download. First of all, the Lost Ark translation patch, if you want to play in English, as well as the NoPing like tunneling service. Both of them have links in the description down below as well. So first of all, I'm going to just open up my NoPing so that I can start connecting to the server. And there we go, my NoPing is now open. So we're just going to type in Lost Ark in here. What we're then gonna do is go to Lost Ark RU, and then we're gonna go and select the server. To see which server is best for you, you just press this ping icon right here, and it'll tell you the latency to the server. So just pick whichever one you want. I'm gonna take Moscow because this one seems to work well for me. I tried St. Petersburg before, but this one was a little bit laggy and crashed my game once. Of course, this could have just been a coincidence, but ever since then I've just been using the Moscow 5 server. Click optimize the game, and then it will start a tunnel towards that game. Now, while this thing is running, I'm going to also show you how the patch works, as well as how to get Korean voices back on the games. So from here on out, you're going to go to your Lost Ark folder, which I've installed over here on my HDE programs, Lost Ark RU. This location can be different for you, of course. Click Lost Ark, click EF Game, then Release PC, and then WW or WWise Audio. Now over here you see two folders, one is Korean, one is Russian. Basically, if you want the Korean voices, you need to switch the names of these two folders. I've already done this, but basically you just rename the Russian folder to Korean, and you rename the Korean folder to Russian, and then the voices will be changed over there. So once you've done this, you can close this as well. Right now we have established our connection in NoPing, so I'm gonna just minimize this. And then I'm gonna open up my Lost Ark translation. Very easy as well, just make sure that it follows the path to your Lost Ark launcher. And click on English, and then wait for the patch to do its thing. Of course, the first time that you patch this, it will download the patch as well. Make sure you have this box checked, restore original on close, just so that the game files don't get corrupted. Of course, because you have this checked, you will need to apply this patch every time that you launch the game. So right now, game has been patched, we can minimize this, then we can click on play, and there we go, we are now in the game. You don't hear any music because I turned off my music as I was listening to something else, but basically everything is in English. You can just start the game or create a character first if you don't have one yet, of course, and then everything should be good to go. So from here on out you can just start playing the game. Everything is in English, you don't have to worry about your connection either. You should have a relatively decent ping, like I'm playing from Belgium, for example, to Russia, and I've got something around 40 to 50 ping on average, which is pretty decent for a game like this, especially since I used to play it at 30 ping. So yeah, it all plays pretty well. Not too much stuttering, not too much lag at all. So that's pretty much how you play Lost Ark on the RU server. Now, as I said at the start of this video, I'm also going to be giving away some keys for the NoPing service. These will be 7-day keys. I have a link down in the description below. There you can go to where you can basically take part in the raffle. And then hopefully you can get yourself a key so that you can try out the service for free for an extra 7 days once your free trial has expired. So with all of that being said, I hope this video was pretty useful. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.